Express yourself.
That's what I do. I express myself. God's lovely day to you, and welcome to Qurious's podcast. I am your host, Qurious. So, what I need for you to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy your time with me. You may want to take your shoes off. This may be a little deep for you. Now, what I will be doing, I will be awakening up your spirit soul man and your spirit man. Why do I say that? Because a lot of you guys, you've been lying dormant for so long that I'm gonna wake you up. And once I wake you up, you're gonna feel so wonderful. And why do I say that? Because life is beautiful, and you need to learn how to enjoy life. Now, as I said, this segment is for you, and my topic today is believe in your vision. Now, if you do not have a vision, you're not going anywhere. We all have to have a vision. I had a vision. I shared my vision with a couple of people and they ran with it. Why do I say that? The word says when you share your vision, folks are supposed to run. Now, when you share your vision and people, they're not running, they don't believe in what you're doing. See, I'm wired kind of different, so I make people believe in my vision. It is just what it is. And guess what? When God has a plan for your life, he's going to make sure it succeeds. And he does that by equipping you. No, I wasn't equipped. I wasn't even thinking about doing anything like this, but he opened up the door for me. And guess what? I ran into my calling. Now, when you have a vision, if you don't understand your vision for yourself, nobody is going to understand that vision. It works like a compass. You know, a compass directs you and guides you to where you're supposed to go. But a lot of people, they're just lost. Why? Because they don't know north, south, east, and west. And it's very vital that you understand where you are going. Because sometimes when we share our visions, we don't want to do that because we got a lot of naysayers out there. You can't do that. How you going to do that? You don't have enough money, blah, 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 blah. Sidebar. When you share your vision, your friends aren't going to help you. Your family, they're not going to help you, but your strangers. Strangers always help you. Don't ask me why. It's just what it is. And so I just want to take time out to say thank you to all my strangers. And also to some of the people in my family that did help me. I'm going to pause right here and give a shout out to Cad Saul. That girl got that website looking good. She got me looking good. She said, now, I can't give you any money, Qurious, but I can have you looking good. So go on over to Qurious Online. That's Qurious online.com. If I have said anything in my 30 minutes, go on over there and support me. Now, I'm transparent. This is my first time and I'm just so excited. So y'all go ahead and give me a pass. If I say anything that's crazy, give me a pass. I did not take my medication. I don't even know what that is. Now, when you have a vision, the first thing you need to do when you have a vision is you have to be clear in what it is you're supposed to be doing. So if you're not clear in what you're supposed to do, how is someone else supposed to follow you? The second thing is you must keep your vision in front of you at all times. Now, people know that I keep visions all around my house. I have them at my door, especially because when I leave, I'm ready to tear it up, the universe. When I look at that vision and I see what I have to do, I just go ahead and execute it. So the word says you have to write it down and you have to make it plain. That's over in Habakkuk 2:2. So if you're not writing anything down, if you're not looking at anything, what you doing? I'm curious. I just want to know what you are doing. So when I had my vision, the name Qurious was born. Not with a C, but with a Q. And when I brought the vision into play, I told somebody about it and he said, make a hat. I said, okay, that was my first thing, to make a hat. Why? Because people, they have to see you coming. Thirdly, you must remember that everything is in the Lord's timing. It's not your timing. You can't want it, wish it. It's just not going to happen. So I've been striving, about 38 long years, and it finally happened. And how did it happen? I happened to be talking to a young man by the name of KR. Soul 5, KR. I believe it's, let's see over here. KR, he's with Soul Radio Coast to Coast. And I shared my vision with him, and he made a divine connection for me to be here. So if you're not sharing your vision, if you're not talking about what it is you're doing, ain't nobody going to help you. Ain't nobody thinking about helping you. They don't want to help you. But with me, you're going to help me. Because guess what? When you help me, I'm going to help you. And it's just the way it is. So with this hat right here, y'all see that? You see it? Qurious. Qurious. That's the brand that the Lord blessed me with. Remember, people, vision. You cannot be afraid of your vision. If you're afraid of your vision, you cannot relay it to someone else. Because guess what? They're not going to understand anything. And so I like to tell people all the time, I don't know what's going on in this season, but it's my time. I don't care who's helping me and who is not helping me. I am on the Lord's timing, and therefore it is my season. Now, it could be a little kid that want to bless me. Guess what? I'm going to take whatever that little kid gives me, because I understand it comes from a babe. And the reason why a lot of people have problems is because you can't tell grown folks nothing. And as you start maturing, you don't have a vision. Why? You think you're supposed to retire. Well, everybody knows that I is a seasoned lady, and I'm just getting revved up. There's no such word as retired. I don't even know how to dress, look for that word retired. All I know is the Lord has changed my name to Qurious. Oh, and remember this. Back in the day when you were doing something grand and fabulous, he changed people's names back then. And so when he gave me that name, Qurious, I liked it. I even had a store for a while, for a long time, until he said, close it down. Why? Because you have to learn how to come out of the four walls and get out there in the universe, into the jungle, because that's where the action is. And that's what I do every day. I go into the jungle with my vision, and not just to keep it to myself, but to share it with other people. Your vision is not just for you. And that's the problem that we're having now. Everybody wants to keep everything to themselves. You got to learn how to share. And once you learn how to share, you'll have people that want to get on board. And when the people get on board, it's a mighty beautiful thing in the neighborhood. And I get so excited because this right here, this word right here, is true to what it says. Now, some of you guys may not agree, and it's okay. But if you stay tuned to what I'm doing, if you stay tuned to what I'm talking about, you're going to get on board. Because I don't know if you noticed lately, all hell is breaking loose in the universe. I'm going to say it again. All hell is breaking loose in the universe. You got to make a change. And what is your vision? What is your vision? You got to have a vision. Always, like I said, keep it in front of you and be compelling. You cannot waver, okay? And you got to be persistent in what you're doing. You can't start, stop. It's not going to happen for you. You got to keep it moving. I always say, keep it pushing. Everybody know. When I say that, keep it pushing. Don't stop. You got to keep it pushing. The topic that I am talking about for all the latecomers is believe in your vision. is your vision and nobody else. And so if you don't believe in your vision, how the number 8. I did a number system for that. I'll do that a little bit later on for you in the show. If you don't understand that part, you're a lost soul. Okay? So I need for you guys to help me stay in the universe. I need for you to go over there to QuriousOnline.com. That's spelled Qurious online.com. Now they say if you enjoy something, you're supposed to like, share, and subscribe. So I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. And if you know the type of medication I'm supposed to take, y'all need to shift it over here because I just don't have a clue at this time. I'm just doing what the Lord has charted me to do. It's an honor to be able to do what I am doing. If you have any questions on anything that I will be presenting to you later on, I'm going to go ahead and let you call and talk to me. But for right now, we're going to keep this thing moving. Okay, the subject matter is, what is your vision? What is your vision? My vision was curious and it came to life. Why? Because I believed in the vision if nobody else believed in my vision. So, with that being said, I always tell you, you got to move in purpose. And why do I always tell you folks you have to move in purpose? Because it's very, very vital. If you don't know how to move in purpose, you're going to run interference with yourself. And surely you do not want to run interference with yourself. So I say move in purpose. Understand why you're moving in purpose. Okay, so why are you moving in purpose? You need to be moving in purpose so somebody could see you. And when people see you and you believe in you, then you're going to make them do what they need to do. You're going to make put a little spark up underneath that booty. You're going to put a little spark up underneath that booty. And then hopefully you'll be able to move into where you're supposed to be in life. So do you understand what I'm saying? You got to have a vision. And you got to share your vision. And if you're not sharing your vision, you're not going anywhere. I mean, absolutely nowhere. Now, pretty soon, I don't know where the Lord's going to lead me, but I understand it's going to be wonderful. Why? Because I have a vision. I want to say also, you got to do your get down. Now, sometimes I pause, not because I forgot anything. It's just that you got to understand what's going on. Sometimes you have to pause and gather your thoughts. Sometimes you just have to pause to bring the people in because people are looking. Remember, you got eyes and ears in the cornfield. They's looking. They may not admit that they're looking, but they're looking. And I also would like to leave this with you. You got to talk like that money. When you talk like that money, people are going to pay attention to you. So talk like that money. You can't look broke down. You cannot be a horrible representative of the Most High. Not only that, you got to learn how to walk like that money. See, I got to walk, and it's a walk with urgency. I don't be shuffling around when I'm moving out here in the universe. You cannot afford to be shuffling. Won't nobody pay you any attention. When they see Miss Qurious coming, you better move the number 8 out the way. Or you can move with me. You have 2 choices. It's totally up to you. So I said you got to talk like that money. You got to walk like that money. And then I always tell people you got to look like that money. See, when you look good here in California, everybody want to be a star. So you got to look good. If you're not looking good, ain't nobody going to pay you no attention. They think you're out there begging, and they may try to put some change in a cup. Ain't nobody put no change in no cup for me. And if you do, I need some of them dead presidents. I don't need no change. I need them dollar bills, C notes. I need them C notes. Okay? And then the last thing I always tell people, you got to learn how to smell that money. I can smell that money. Money help you do things. When you're kingdom building, it costs money to do things. And you can't be in the lack of when you're in the kingdom trying to do his thing. Because last time I read, the Lord, he looked good. And I know he smelled good. Okay? And that's what made people gravitate to him. And not only that, he was giving that word. And so that's what I do. Okay? I help people screw their heads back on because sometimes, you're not doing too well. And your crown, this is my crown that the Lord has bestowed unto me. But I have another crown with fine jewels in it. And you got to make sure that the crown is sitting straight on your head. But when I put this on, that's OG right there. That's how I wear it, like that. So you got to look like that money. Talk like that money. Walk like that money. And I'm going to teach y'all how to smell that money. Y'all smelling it today? I'm blessed to be a blessing. So if I'm broke, I can't help you. The topic for today was believe in your vision. Believe in your vision. Peace out.